Hey everybody, it is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and I'm out here setting up my video camera for This Week in Gun News. It's Saturday morning-ish still. Yeah, it's before noon. And I wanted to talk to you guys about not uploading a video yesterday on Friday like I normally do, and tell you guys why, and then talk about myself when it comes to producing videos and how I do them unscripted. Well, first of all, I had a rheumatoid arthritis kind of flare up this week. I think it's just because I have not been eating as healthy as I should, just because I'm on the go all the time. And with work, I'm just constantly busy. And I was getting, 5 or 6 hours of sleep a night. And I think it just caught up to me. So yeah, I was in a lot of pain and discomfort on Thursday and Friday. I'm doing good now. I'm awesome now. But, so just a little bit of discomfort, and I wasn't able to come on here and make a video. So I apologize about that. I know you guys, especially those people that follow my main channel, really like that kind of constant content, and I wasn't able to do it this week. But I'm doing good, and I know that a lot of you guys are going to say and wish me well, and I appreciate that. But I promise you guys I'm good. We're getting back to business now. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, doing videos unscripted. I had a comment or a question. I can't remember which one it was. Something about writing my script or deciding what I'm going to talk about on This Week in Gun News. And I thought this would be a good time to talk about it because I'm about to film This Week in Gun News. The truth is, the way that I do it, and one day I do need to make a video where I talk about or show the whole process, is the day I'm going to film the video, like this morning, I just got done with it, I go and look at all these news stories, at all the kind of the gun news aggregate sites, and anything else I took note of throughout the week that I may have heard on the news or saw somewhere. And I go and find those stories, and I kind of pick the ones that I think are going to work the best. I try not to go too long because sometimes there's so many stories that I could sit here and talk for hours. And I just don't have the time to do that or edit all those videos. So I have to kind of narrow it down to what I think are the top stories of the week. Sometimes it's 2. I always try to at least have 2. Most of the time it's 3 or 4. This week it's going to be 3. Talk about the big stories, ones that I can expand upon or I think have some value beyond just the story itself. Talk about how it affects gun culture or the future of the Second Amendment or what have you. And then I will read the article, from top to bottom, kind of formulate my thoughts on it. And then I always film my intro by itself. Hey everybody, this is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and whatever. And then I talk about the stories, and I'll cut, and then I'll go to the first story. I'll read it again, decide what I'm going to say. I turn on the camera, and I just talk. And then I get to the end of that, and I cut. And then I'll take like 10 or 15 minutes, go to the next story, kind of read that. And sometimes even after I film each segment, I go inside and I'll edit it. Because a lot of times I have like little stops and stutters and things that I have to try to get out of the video and see if it will work. And I'll do that. But everything I pretty much do is unscripted and just off the top of my head. I'll generally give myself a mental bullet point. I'll say, okay, I'll give you an example. My first story tonight is going to be how Smith & Wesson is leaving Massachusetts for Tennessee because of gun control laws. So in my mind, I'm already coming up with bullet points like, well, what do companies expect? And I'm surprised that they lasted that long in that state. And then, of course, I'll talk about how it's funny that many state politicians are upset that Smith & Wesson is leaving because they're taking so many jobs and a lot of tax revenue away from the state. So I'll kind of talk about that, and I'll just kind of expand upon that. So I give myself those mental notes, so when I start the video, I'm just talking off the top of my head. Sometimes I feel like I do really good, And then sometimes I'm like, maybe I could have structured it a little bit better. But that's just the way that I do it. So everything I do on this channel is unscripted. And I've shown the scripts before when I do range reports. They're not really scripts. They're just bullet points. I go, okay, so in this segment, after I shot, this gun, whatever, or I did the accuracy portion or my first shots, these are my initial impressions. They're just more notes than anything, so I know where in the video I want to put them. So they're not really scripts. So everything I do is unscripted. I know other channels do a lot of scripted stuff where everything is voiced over, and I think those are great too. But I try to be genuine, and I'm not saying those other channels are not genuine. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that for my style, I find this to be a little bit better, and I think I come across as a little bit more personable, but that's why I do it. So there you go. A little behind the scenes today. Doing videos unscripted, and I'm sorry about my content being a little bit slow. I had a little bit of rheumatoid arthritis, and it's just the nature of things, So, but every day is blessed. Even the days that I have woken up and I am in extreme pain, my hands, my knees, my legs, I am blessed. I am blessed beyond my wildest dreams. I say that a lot, and it's absolutely true. Just life is amazing and life is good, and I never let it get me down, ever. Some days I can't be as mobile as I can on other days. Like I just couldn't come out here and film a video. I would just be in so much pain and discomfort, especially with my shoulder or something. But I still realize that life is blessed, and I hope your life is blessed and life is good. And I always encourage everybody, even in your worst times, your down times, you're not feeling good, you're having a bad day, realize that things could always be worse, and find the blessings of your life. Be happy, be good to other people, and it brings a lot of joy and purpose to your life. So there you go. So I guess that's all I have to say about that today. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I got to get filming This Week in Gun News and some other videos. I got a holster review to do for the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. Got that on the table. And I also want to pop out another EDC flashlight video, which I know you guys can be all excited about through night again. But I got 3 videos on the table, and then I got to go run some errands. So, let me know if you have any questions. And as always, thanks for watching.